Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Friday.Waters, an initiative of the W4W Foundation, a think tank built as a citizen collective, we welcome you today to today's session. Friday.Water is a continuation of the signatory series Wednesday for Water. The activities initiated as a series of Friday.Waters include Water Talkies, Water Reading Club, Water Thesis Club, and Water Arts. Each of the sessions take place once a month. The idea is to bring water knowledge available in various alternate forms at one place to highlight the challenges related to water and increase the outreach in the water networks as well as the society at large. The Friday water sessions are designed to be fun-filled and fruitful to learn about water matters. So keep following us at www.w4win.in for regular updates. So it's an honor for me to have in these sessions of Friday.Waters Water Talkies with Bikramjit Gupta, the maker of Jal Daanav, the water demon. So he's a filmmaker with over 15 years of experience in making films, documentary films, independent films, docudramas, sports, corporate films, etc. Over the years, his film has been selected for screening in different film festivals abroad and in India. His debut film, Achal, The Stagnant, has been officially selected for screening in various international film festivals all over the world. He is also the member of the Mumbai Film Writers Association. He holds a master's degree in film industries from Jal Daanav University and has worked as a visiting faculties in universities and academic institutions, namely Jal Daanav University, Kolkata University, North Bengal Loreto College, the National Institute of Design, Ahmedabad. So Bikram, welcome to the session. We also have, along with Bikram, the producer of the film, Rajat Sikdar. We have with us Pooja Gupte, director of photography. We have Atanu Mukherjee, the editor of the film. We have Amarin Anjum, who played as the role of the mother. And we have the child actor, nobody else than Miss Shin. So welcome you all.
We have Anushri also.
Yeah, we have Anushri Kushwaha, the actor in the Mad Woman's role. So it was really, like very touching to see such a film, the social issue and the issue of water together, bringing together in such a, like a very strong message. So Bikram, it's really an honor to have you with us today. And whatever I have said about you, it doesn't do justice. You have more laureates, more feather on your capes. So let's just share a clips of the film before we proceed.
It's a trailer, I think.
So
it's a trailer, I think. It's a trailer.
सारे गांव की औरतें डरी हुई, कोई खंडार वाले कुएं में पानी भरने नहीं जाना चाहता।
इनको दाना ने छू लिया। दाना?
So that was clips from the film. And before and now to do the honors of as a discussion in today's session, we have with us Anuja Bali as the discussant, who comes from an advertising and film production background. She has a master from George Mason University in special education, focusing on mild to moderate disabilities. She is passionate about teaching and educating students, teachers, and parents about climate emergencies, connecting all activities to SDGs. advocating for sustainable living by adopting a zero waste lifestyle. As a mother herself, she wants our Mother Nature, Mother India, and Mother Earth to be clean, happy, and healthy. As a student of Nadi Ki Pathsala, she is part of the Ram Nadi Revival Movement in Pune and represents Maharashtra in Wiki Water Resource Council. She is also a core member of Warrior Moms Fighting for Our Children's Right to Breathe Clean. And all in all, we have a dynamic group here today. Over to you, Anuja, and kindly take forward the session.
Thank you, Sunita. I think you can close your video, switch off your sharing. Screen sharing.
Okay, 1 minute. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, hello everyone. Welcome to the wonderful Friday session, Friday.Waters Water Talkies, and we are very happy to have the most of the crew and cast of Jal Daanav, the Water Demon, directed and written by Bikramjit Gupta, and after watching it was really disturbing. So can't say that it was a fun fun journey for them to make it also, but thank you everyone for joining, and also our audience who've joined and people who are watching live. Thank you for joining us. Let me introduce Bikramjit to you. So Bikramjit is can be described as story writer, screenplay writer, and a director.
Yeah. I'm a filmmaker, just a filmmaker. That's enough, I think.
Okay, filmmaker. So he holds a master's degree, as Sunita already said, and he started working as an independent filmmaker about 18 years ago, and he made many.
Yeah. Let's come to straight to the film and everything.
Yeah. So since we have already heard about the director, I would like to introduce the a little bit about the film. What is the film about? Jal Daanav, or the film Water Demon. So it's a Hindi short film with English subtitles. And the film is first in a series of initiatives to bring alive true events from societies around us in the rural areas and the urban poor that they're facing through storytelling using cinema as a medium. While societies have evolved and mankind has upgraded to newer and modern lifestyle and facilities, there are less privileged, underprivileged people whose daily lives and woes look so mundane and difficult to be fathomed by most. People can't understand what their struggles are. This film brings about the challenges faced by denizens in the deep hinterlands within the country, our own country, India, where basic water for drinking or cooking is so scarce that women folk here have to cover tens of kilometers each day to fetch pails of water. Braving the fierce weather, it's about 46 degrees when they were shooting, largely the soaring temperatures in summer, often crossing 50 degrees mark. And while they do so, they are exposed to the perils of eve teasing, molestations, and even rape. So much for just basic need of water. The film has been crafted by a highly qualified, creative, and experienced team. And we have most of the team here, so we welcome you all. Bikramjit, we would like to start with this main challenge that we all already know, that women and water is a combination that has been very age old, and we still haven't found solutions for that. And like we saw in the film, how things have turned up. So how did you think about this storyline, or how did this come to you as an idea that you should make a film about it?
Okay, its idea actually partly came from one of my shooting time when I was making a documentary in the tea gardens of Duars. So I saw that the women folks over there, they used to travel a huge distance for small quantity of water.
Mhm.
And that particular is the place they want to go, they had to go from one place to another. In the middle of that route, there is a forest and there is a small uh, hillock, and it is very much dangerous to walk from that uh, place through that place actually. And sometimes they face several kind of uh, wild animal. There were instances of accidents also, but that is the only thing that came. That is the only thing that I understand from that particular shooting. Now about Jal Daanav, how to create a story to bring a kind of a myth inside it and to show the societal problem as well as the environmental problem. I used a kind of a metaphor where this demon is actually constructed in this film. So it is partly imaginary and partly that kind of information I have got from my previous documentary shoot. But we had a plan to make uh, a series of short films on water, but somehow we have ended with one short film. But the whole team, actually, everybody in this team, including my producer, my cinematographer, my editor, and my actors, all were so much in tune that instead of there are lots of hurdles that the climate and the production facilities and everything, we worked together and we somehow managed to make this film, and it is here right now in front of you.
Thank you. That is, like we have a comment that please do make more films like this, because like you had mentioned, this is still not released.
See that I think that agony is there. That is the problem, and the short films and basically when you make a serious issue-based short film. Unfortunately, there are very few platforms out there in India which are actually taking any films in the basis of content. Every time, each and every time, we have faced that. Okay, you have a short film, so fantastic. You have a very good content. You have a very good message over there. You have a concern over society in this film. You have shown that concern, but who actually acted in your film? What the faces in your film? So anyway, that is the different discussion altogether. But I think that must be spoken by my producer, who is actually given the all his support, knowing that he is actually paving into a very risky zone. So we should talk to some other members right now because we have all of them here.
Yes, we will definitely. And uh, Rajat, are you there? Ready to speak?
See, I am the most youngest member in the team. Everybody is experienced in the field that they are speaking about. I think they will be able to speak much better. I will take the last row, last seat. And but before that, before you go on to somebody, I would like to really thank you to having featured Jal Daanav, aka Water Demon, and the kind of work that you're doing. I mean, hats off to you guys. More power to you. And we'll come back. I think you can take on the key members who actually went through the vigil, the the pain and vigor to complete this film. I can see Amrin smiling and remembering those days of 46 degrees Celsius. Yeah.
And Pooja is there. Pooja Gupta, can you show? Pooja Gupta, can you hear? Pooja?
Pooja is,
I think Pooja is out somewhere.
Out somewhere. So
yeah.
टाक पॅन्ट धुवायला डायरेक्ट नको पाठीमागे
Atanu,
Yes, Atanu is there.
Atanu, can you hear me?
Mhm.
Atanu?
Ansh, can you
He's on-
please?
He's on mute.
Yeah, Atanu is here. He's the editor.
Mhm.
Hi. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi.
So Atanu is also a filmmaker, and he's also, and Pooja is there. Hi, Pooja.
Hi, Pooja.
Hi.
So Pooja and Atanu is the most important pillars of this film. So Pooja was there in the, and what kind of experience she had with this film shoot, she will be able to speak about that. I think over to Pooja.
First of all, thank you for inviting us. It's always a pleasure to work with Bikram Da. He was my mentor and he'll always remain one. Rajat Da has always been our well-wisher, and I know he's been saying very politely that it's his first, but he's a film lover and we've known each other for a very long time. And all our actors here, they have all been very supportive because it was very, very hot and it wasn't easy. Especially Sheen. I mean, because she's the youngest, I'll praise her the first because it was so hot and she had to walk without sleepers. This is the first thing I remember. I was always telling my assistants, please, because we were crew of a very small, we were 7 people in a crew and some locals helping us. But I was telling my assistants, I remember that please take her chappals, go take her chappals. We can't make her walk, bare feet. And yes, it was very hot. I remember making, Anushri sleep on the barren land. And I had to go to the top of the fort that we were shooting. And I said, okay, I'll go. So me and my assistant went. After reaching there, I felt it was like 55 degrees or something like that because I just couldn't stand. I said, Bikram, I need to sit for like 5 minutes. And then, I took the shot. So it was very hot. And because I stay in Bombay where, there's hardly any problem of water vis-a-vis because we are in a metro city. We don't realize, we keep our taps open, we keep running water while brushing and all that. But when I reached that point, I realized how important water is because we had forgotten to take our water bottle upstairs. And it was very hot. So all of us, I remember there was this one time our card got corrupted and Amreen had to redo the shot because of the card getting corrupted. So everybody on the set was very helpful and it was a difficult shoot because of the temperature. But Bikram Da was very clear with what he wants. That helped us all throughout. So, yeah.
Thank you, Pooja. And I think now that everyone's talking about how...
Just a minute. There's another one. I just complete the technical cue, then we'll go for the... Atanu is there. Atanu is also the very important play.
Yes. Editor is the second director, yes.
And he is also a director by himself. He has made a feature film with Manoj Bajpayee for Drishyam Films. It's called Rukh. And he's a very successful short filmmaker. He has won several international awards for his films. He is also recently has made a film which is selected in various international short film festivals. So over to Atanu and your experience editing it, because you are the most privileged person here. You didn't feel the heat over there, so you tell us.
Yes. Basically, Atanu got to edit the film sitting in AC room, edit suite, and everybody else was, burning there. So, Atanu, yes, please share your experience.
Yeah.
Empathetic.
Yeah, Atanu?
Yeah. So first of all, thank you for having us for the discussion. It's a pleasure for us.
Yeah, his connection is, I think.
Yeah, we can hear you, Atanu.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like, thank you, Bikramda. I mean, like, it's always a pleasure to collaborate, and it's been quite some time that we are working together. And yeah, I mean, this is definitely for us together again. Like, it's always a pleasure to come together and tell a story. And this is something which obviously Bikramjit Gupta's thought, and we always try to sort of contribute to the thought and try to give our part to tell the story. So this is something special always, like any other project. And yeah, I mean, especially this one is all the way special because we knew that what kind of constraints that we are getting into in terms of telling the story. Obviously, you are talking about the scarcity of water, the kind of hardship that a community go through, and from their story, so which is definitely very important and very relevant. And obviously, yeah, as an editor, definitely you deal with the footage sitting in an AC room and all. But at the same time, obviously, that is also the credibility of the DOP and the director, how they sort of translated that hardship, that difficult region.
Yeah.
And we always think that Atanu is there, so whatever you are doing, you will be rescued.
And the performances and Amrin's performance. Yeah. Sorry, I missed. Can you hear me right?
I was talking that we always knew that and always know that whatever mistakes we are doing, there is Atanu sitting over there, so he will take care of it.
We all do mistakes, and we all sort of realize even maybe at one point you realize
your voice is breaking.
Then,
if you want to
can
switch
you hear
off
me now?
If you want to switch off your video and then maybe
yeah, that will be better. Yeah, just a moment.
If you have network issues, that is
is it better now?
Yes, it is better.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that is the whole journey. I mean, like, first of all, the story that you want to tell, the kind of the texture that you need to have in the story. First of all, the visual sort of depicting that is the best possible. Hello. Yeah. So that's the best thing. I mean, then it's basically just justifying what Vikramda has visualized, what how they are being translated on screen, and just do justice to that. Even sitting in the AC room, you are sort of feeling that heat, you sort of feel that discomfort, you feel that agony, that the miseries, the ordeals that everyone sort of trying to tell about the society, about the community.
Just a second. Ishtiaq Khan, could you please switch off your audio, please? I request you. Thank you. Yes.
So, Nuja, like, if you permit, very quickly, I have something for Vikram. Like, I was watching this film together with some of my colleagues here in Manipur. So you know, like, the scenario from the place where you make the film, and here it's really very drastic. We could never even, like, in the wildest dream, think about such an idea that this kind of thing exists in India. So it was really, very strong. And then we are very intrigued, like, watching the movie. I sort of, like, 3-4 of us together, we watch it together, and we feel like, does it really happen, or does I mean, this kind of thing really exists in India. So everybody was, like from
There,
now on,
there,
yeah.
there were instances of abduction, and there were instances of teasing.
Mm.
Whenever that is the whether it's the fetching water, whether you're actually going for your nature's call, there is a very common thing in Indian village side, and we have just made a kind of a metaphor to bring that story a little bit more dramatic. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, but we
So
got the message. Yeah.
again, I'm telling you that story that I have imagined. It's perfectly portrayed by Pooja's lens and
Mhm.
perfectly given rhythm by Atanu's editing. And
Exactly.
the raw materials are there. It's my blessing that I have uh, mm, Amreen, I have Sheen, I have Anushree. Those are very much supportive,
Mhm.
and they have understood somehow with our brief, uh, and giving a short briefing on the story and everything. They have understood what they have to do in this film. So
Yeah.
it's a metaphor,
Yeah.
certainly, but it's
And
based in the reality, based in reality, and it
mhm.
happens in the rural India. It
Yeah.
happens in everywhere, not in the rural India. It happens in the city also. So that
So
is
we are
the
really, yeah, we are
very
really thankful that,
shocking,
yeah, because
shocking.
now we think twice, when we see water. So we think like after watching the movie, so this kind of thought are coming like, oh, for this water, things like this are happening. And the first, like the first shot of the film, you have one music. So some of our people wants to know what language that is. So
That is Bundelkhandi. That language is Bundelkhandi, and there is a popular custom over there to bring the rain god. So
okay.
that ritual, they are actually uh, summoning the rains. Okay.
Okay.
So that is the popular culture over there to uh, create a kind of a temporary idol uh, in the open field, and they used to offer some kind of cooked uh, items to the fire god. That's why you will see that chapatis are on the fire or something like that. And they actually summon the rain god, and they have a very special song for that. And I started the film. It's actually kind of a flashback that uh, a group of women are actually practicing that ritual. They are asking the rain god to come to their village, come to their place. So this is the start of this. And definitely after that, you will hear another song, which is actually talking about a river where everybody, every deity, every god uh, actually taking bath in that river. Now that river is actually going away from their life. Uh, so there are three songs actually, and the end in the end of this film, I have used a song that the women of that Bundelkhand area now popularly they sing it very often. It talks about you should allow us to create a pond for us. You should allow us to make some watershed bodies because you male you're the man of the family and you have done nothing to for the water. So us let we the women do something for community. Let us dig up some kind of pond for water.
So, for the benefit of the participant, let me just share a short clips about that part which I was talking about.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Bikram,
Yeah.
your face, matlab, you don't have light. It's all
Okay.
dark. Yeah, now it's perfect then. I also wanted to show some of the shooting skills that show after this video. कैसे आप लोगों ने shoot किया और कैसे आप लोगों, like people at least can visualize.
I think maybe you should do it now.
Should I?
Anuja. Yeah, do it now, please, because
ठीक.
I'm still having a trouble sharing the
Okay. So, are you able to see?
Yeah.
So, this is Sheen. And this is the school ka scene. जहाँ पे Sheen पढ़ने जाती है. Sheen and Mama. Sheen, when she decides to help her Mama. Sheen is asking too many questions and Mama is trying to answer as best as she can. The school and the teacher was actually, बहुत ही उन्होंने interesting part एक comment बोला था. इस map में एक बच्चे ने कुछ गलत बना दिया था तो बोला कि अरे कश्मीर कहाँ है इसमें से. I really found that you get all the things that are needed. And this is Sheen पानी भरने के लिए जब वो fort में गई. I'm sure this is not the movie ka scene. This is the while they were working because she had her sunglasses and the thing. But this is the mom. Mom and baby. Sheen going to school. Sheen waiting for Papa. This is the dress that Papa got. And Mummy bimar ho gayi because she was trying to get some water. Now ये इसके पापा हैं. He's not here, ना?
No.
And the camera is right here. इस तरीके से shoot होती है कि dialogue भी record हो रहा है. ये उनका घर था. ये उनका घर था. And you see, it's arid. कितनी गर्मी और धूप है वो हमें दिखाई दे रहा है. And Pooja and the गांव वाले, I'm sure some of them are गांव वाले who are helping you all. This is Sheen's Papa in the film, the happy picture. So, एक मैं आप लोगों को ये दिखाना चाहती हूँ एक वीडियो और फिर हम नेक्स्ट इसमें जाते हैं. शीन का
This is we have already shown, I think.
फुल स्क्रीन कर दो अनुजा, फुल स्क्रीन कर दो. That's where she sees Lajjo. And at this point of time, Lajjo, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So please, tell us about how
Anuja.
Yeah.
Can we start with Sheen? So she is actually waiting very for a long time.
Sure. शीन, मैं शीन को तो स्पेशल ट्रीटमेंट देना चाहती थी इसलिए मैंने उसे लास्ट के लिए रखा था. बट यस, शीन मोस्ट वेलकम. कम.
Thank you.
लज्जो, इज दैट ओके विथ यू?
Definitely. Yeah, Sheen is the star of our film.
So sweet. So Sheen, welcome.
Thank you.
आप बताइए कि आप तो बॉम्बे में रहते हैं, आपने कभी पानी की कमी महसूस नहीं करी, आपको पता नहीं है वाटर स्कैर्सिटी क्या होती है ना? और उस वक्त तो आप कौन से 3 साल पहले, you were 10 years old?
9.
9 years old, है ना? So आप 5th grade में थे उस वक्त? So आप जब इस प्रोजेक्ट के ऊपर काम करने लगे तो आपको कैसे पता चला, कैसे आपने वो अपने आप को वो गांव की बच्ची बना लिया जिसको पानी की इतनी कमी है कि सिर्फ दो घड़े ही पानी मिल सकते हैं? आप बताएंगे अपने एक्सपीरियंस के बारे में?
मैंने बहुत सारे वीडियोस देखे थे यूट्यूब पे कि मतलब कि कैसा परेशानी होते हैं गाँव के, एंड कैरेक्टर कैसा होगा, तो उस हिसाब से मैंने तैयार किया था। एंड मेरी मॉम ने भी मेरे को हेल्प किया था।
That's so sweet. आपने बोला था कि आपके पापा ने भी आपको हेल्प किया था, कैसे
हाँ।
हेल्प किया था?
वो मेरे को बताते थे कि डायलॉग्स कैसे बोलना है, उस हिसाब से तो उन्हें हेल्प किया।
तो मतलब नेक्स्ट टाइम कभी हमको भी फिल्म में काम करना पड़ा और डायलॉग बोलना होगा तो आप ट्रेनिंग दे सकते हो?
श्योर।
That's good. So फिर ये फिल्म में जब आप काम कर रहे थे, जैसे कि पूजा ने बताया, पूजा आंटी ने बताया कि आप नंगे पैर भागे थे, आपने भी मुझे बताया था, आप उसके बारे में कुछ बताएंगे?
हाँ, बहुत डिफिकल्ट था, सबसे ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट वही था पूरी फिल्म में
ओके,
शूट करने में।
क्यों था डिफिकल्ट?
पूरे पैर एकदम जल गए थे, तो फिर बहुत ज्यादा बर्न हो रहा था, पेन हो रहा था बहुत।
और फिर सब लोग कैसे आपको मदद करते थे?
सब लोग ना पानी डालते थे पैर पे, तो उससे हेल्प होता था।
सो मतलब आप सब लोग एकदम फैमिली के जैसे काम कर रहे थे वहां पर, है ना? ठीक है। और आपकी जो मम्मी थी, फिल्म वाली मम्मी,
हाँ,
फिल्म वाली मम्मी के बारे में बताइए। वो आपकी
उनके
मम्मी
साथ
जैसी है कि अलग मम्मी है?
क्या
आपकी मम्मी जैसी है कि अलग मम्मी है?
सेम ही है काइंड ऑफ, क्योंकि वो भी बहुत ज्यादा केयर करती थी फिल्म के टाइम पे, तो एक मजा आता था बहुत ज्यादा।
गुड गुड।
And
और
she,
आप?
and
Yes?
she had a very special relationship with Lajjo also.
तो आप लज्जो के बारे में बताइए, जब आपने पहले देखा यू वर शॉक्ड इन द फिल्म ना, तो फिर
एकदम डर लग रहा था,
हाँ, तो
क्योंकि एकदम वो पीछे भाग रहे थे ना, तो इसलिए डर लग रहा था कि कैसे होगा।
फिर आपने कैसे वो डर के साथ कैसे किया?
हाँ, वही इसलिए रियल था, एकदम असली में डर लग गया था जब उनको देखा था।
तो अब आपने सीक्रेट बता दिया हमको। सो उसके बाद में आपको लगता है कि आप जब वापस आए और आपके स्कूल में आपने सबको बताया कि आपने इस टॉपिक के ऊपर फिल्म में काम किया है, तो उन सब लोगों ने क्या आपको क्या बोला? कि आपने कुछ टीचर के बारे में मुझे बताया था ना?
हाँ, सारे टीचर्स ने बोला बहुत अच्छा काम था, ऐसा सब कुछ प्रेज किया।
और आपको बोलने के लिए भी बुलाया था टू टेल अदर स्टूडेंट्स कि आपका क्या एक्सपीरियंस था विद वाटर स्कैर्सिटी?
हाँ,
फिर आपने क्या बताया उन्हें?
ये कि मतलब विलेजेस में बहुत ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम होता है वाटर्स के लिए, इसलिए हम लोग को सेव करना चाहिए वाटर, ये सब बताया।
आपको लगता है असली में वाटर स्कैर्सिटी हो रही है कि ये सिर्फ एक फिल्म है?
वैसे तो हर कोई फॉलो नहीं करता है, मोस्टली कुछ ही लोग फॉलो करते हैं, सो मोस्टली 50% लोग ही फॉलो करते हैं।
नहीं, वाटर स्कैर्सिटी मैं पूछ रही हूँ, जो पानी की कमी है, क्या वो असली में है? प्रॉब्लम है
हाँ,
वो? है? आपको लगता है? क्या
हाँ।
आपने कभी सोचा है आप उसके लिए कोई सोल्यूशन आप कभी आगे बड़े होके कुछ करना चाहोगे?
क्या आप क्रैक हो रहे हो?
जो वाटर स्कैर्सिटी है, आप उसके लिए कोई सोल्यूशंस निकालना चाहोगे जब आप बड़े हो जाओ?
हाँ, हम लोग को स्कूल में बताया था ऐसा कि हम लोग को जब ब्रश करते हैं तो हम लोग को टैप बंद करना चाहिए जब तक हम लोग ब्रश नहीं कर सकते। वैसे सब कुछ हम लोग को पहले बताया था स्कूल में, तो इसलिए पता था।
और आप फॉलो करते हो वो, स्पेशली आफ्टर द शूट? तो डेफिनेटली, है ना?
हाँ,
यस। तो आप कितने दिन के लिए शूट के लिए गए थे? 1 हफ्ते के लिए आपने कहा?
हाँ, 1 वीक या 2 वीक्स तक आई गेस।
ओके, तो आपका स्कूल मिस हो गया था उस टाइम?
नहीं, समर वेकेशन चालू था।
हाँ, तो आपने पहले कभी इतनी गर्मी एक्सपीरियंस की थी?
नहीं,
फिर हाउ डिड यू प्रिपेयर फॉर दैट?
नहीं प्रिपेयर नहीं किया था, सीधा गए तो एकदम अलग था, एकदम बुरा।
आपकी तबीयत खराब हो गई थी?
नहीं, मम्मी की हुई थी, मेरी नहीं हुई थी।
मतलब फिल्म वाली मम्मी की असली वाली मम्मी?
असली वाली मम्मी।
ओके, अब आपके पास दो मम्मी है ना, तो इसलिए पूछना पड़ता है। ठीक है। सो फिर आपने गांव के बच्चों के साथ, जिनके साथ शूट कर रहे थे, उनके साथ कुछ दोस्ती वोस्ती हुई आपकी?
हाँ हुई थी। उन लोग ने मुझे ना काऊ की मतलब गाय के बच्चे से मिलवाया था।
हाँ, दैट्स गुड। और फिर आपने मुझे बोला कि आपने उनको कुछ गिफ्ट्स भी दिए थे।
हाँ हाँ, उन लोग को मैंने जो हम लोग स्नैक्स लेकर आए थे यहाँ से, तो मैंने उन लोग को शेयर किया था सारे स्नैक्स।
दैट्स नाइस, दैट्स नाइस। और आप लोग बहुत सारा पानी पी रहे थे वहां पे, मैंने सुना।
हाँ
तो आपकी मम्मी तो खुश हो गई होगी, अब बोलना नहीं पड़ता पानी पियो, है ना। यस, बिकॉज मुझे विक्रमजीत ने बताया था फॉर एवरीबडी कि पीपल वर ड्रिंकिंग लिटरली 10 liters of water every day, and 30% of the film budget went in water, क्योंकि लोगों के लिए पानी जो कमी तो एक्चुअली थी वहां पर उस एरिया में, लेकिन इतने सारे क्रू को सस्टेन करने के लिए पानी की जरूरत थी, एंड दे हैड टू get so much water. And so Sheen was the youngest and the most the newest to that experience. तो इसलिए मैंने शीन से पूछा कि शीन, आप बताएं कि आपका बेस्ट एक्सपीरियंस क्या था, क्या लर्न किया आपने उसमें से।
बेस्ट एक्सपीरियंस वो था जब मैं मैंने वो फर्स्ट सीन शूट किया था, जो कि मेरे पापा के साथ था, क्योंकि उसमें ना सारे जो विलेजर्स थे एकदम मतलब हर जगह बैठ गए थे, तो इसलिए बहुत मजा आया उन लोग को देखकर।
गुड, सो आप तो एकदम स्टार थी हाँ वहाँ पे, सबने क्लैप किया होगा।
नहीं, क्लैप नहीं किया था, क्योंकि सब लोग बोल रहे थे कि साइलेंट रहना है, तो किसी ने क्लैप नहीं किया था, सब डर गए थे।
आपको मजा आया?
हाँ।
वो फीलिंग अच्छी लगी? तो अब आप बड़े होके क्या बनना चाहते हो? एक्टर? मोर फिल्म्स लाइक वाटर या कैसी वाली फिल्म्स?
लाइक ऐसी टाइप की फिल्म जिसमें लाइक विलेज के कैरेक्टर्स मिले, वैसी टाइप की।
क्यों ऐसी वाली?
क्योंकि इसमें ना अलग सा मतलब न्यू चीजें लर्न करने को मिलती है, इसलिए।
और आपको फैंसी वाली फिल्में नहीं चाहिए?
नहीं।
आपने मुझे कहा था कि ये रियलिटी को दिखाती है, इसलिए आप इसमें इंटरेस्टेड हैं। दैट वाज रियली नाइस कि आप इतने छोटे बच्चे हो, लेकिन आपका मन अभी से वो सोच रहा है कि कैसे आप रियलिटी को लोगों तक पहुंचाना चाहते हो। रियली रियली नाइस, थैंक यू सो मच शीन। अब आप बताओ कि किससे बात करना चाहिए।
अभी 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 you go your own choice. अभी both are the main pivotal roles of the
Yes.
film, so you just
मतलब I would like to go to Lajjo because she had literally no dialogues in the film, and she was the one who was उसे ही परेशानी हुई थी सबसे ज्यादा। लेकिन उसने वो कोई डायलॉग्स में कुछ तरीके से नहीं उसे एक्सप्रेस किया। तो इफ आई हैव एवरीवन्स परमिशन, आई वुड लाइक टू आस्क लज्जो, आप बताइए अनुश्री, मतलब अभी आपको देख के मुझे बिल्कुल नहीं लग रहा कि आप लज्जो थे उस फिल्म में।
हाँ,
टेल मी हाउ वाज योर एक्सपीरियंस?
it was like really overwhelming for me first to like do this role first. Second, when I watched the film, I was like, oh wow, I am a part of such a great film. एंड मैं खुद एक बहुत छोटे से शहर से आती हूँ, इलाहाबाद से। यूपी का ही शहर है और हम यूपी में ही शूट कर रहे थे। मतलब वाटर क्राइसिस नहीं देखी है हमने, पर हमने ये जरूर देखा है कि हाँ, देयर आर सर्टेन टाइम लिमिट्स जिसमें पानी आता है घर में, और उसी समय हमें अपना सारा काम कर लेना है, पानी को सेव करके रखना है। तो ये चीज तो हमने देखी है। पर जब हम इस गांव में गए थे और वहां पे वाटर क्राइसिस देखा, एंड द होल मतलब लोगों से बात करना, और जब लोगों ने बोला कि हम भी बहुत दूर जाते हैं चल के, और बहुत गर्मी, मतलब वी वर ऑल आई थिंक अहमरीन भी एक पॉइंट में नंगे पैर ही चल रही थी, तो हम सबके पैरों में छाले, और पत्थर बहुत गर्म थे, बहुत ज्यादा गर्म थे। और उस हिसाब से जो एक सीन है जहाँ पे मैं आंगन में आ जाती हूँ शीन का पीछा करते करते, बच्ची का पीछा करते करते, उस आंगन में चलने में मतलब ऐसा लग रहा था कि खत्म है, पैर खत्म है, क्योंकि वो इतना गर्म था। एंड पानी की क्राइसिस तो ठीक है, बट हम लोगों ने ऐसे तपती जमीन नहीं मैंने एक्सपीरियंस की थी, दो आई कम फ्रॉम इलाहाबाद, तपती जमीन नहीं एक्सपीरियंस की थी। और वो it's still like when I talk about it I still get goosebumps because वो इतना गर्म था और इतनी गर्मी कि मतलब you really start understanding the pain they go through, you really start understanding the struggles, like वो एक हक की लड़ाई है, पानी तो मतलब हक है आपका, उसकी लड़ाई है वहाँ पे। So it was that.
थैंक यू, आपने बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट बात बोली, पानी हम सबका हक है और ये हक की लड़ाई है, बिल्कुल सही। लेकिन अनफॉर्चुनेटली ये एक डिस्पैरिटी हो गई है कि हम शहर में रहते हैं और हम ये वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, और वो गांव में रहते हैं तो उनके पास पहुंच ही नहीं रहा है। सो आपका जो कैरेक्टर था, जो आप कुछ बोले नहीं, यू वर जस्ट सफरिंग, सो बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली इट मस्ट हैव हैपेंड, जैसे कमेंट था कि क्यों उन्होंने जाने दिया उसको, यू नो। सो जिसके घर में कोई है नहीं तो और कौन जाएगा? तो फिर आपको क्या लगता है उस बारे में, यू नो, लाइक द अनफॉर्चुनेट पार्ट ऑफ योर कैरेक्टर?
See, Water Demon as a film doesn't just really talk about water scarcity. It also talks about women in such situations कि मर्द क्या कर रहे हैं आसपास के, कि जैसे there is one place where Emerine says कि हमारे साथ इस बूढ़े को क्यों भेज दिया है।
हाँ,
कि हमारी जो सुरक्षा है वो हम, क्योंकि गांव की औरतें अपनी सुरक्षा खुद करने के लिए उतनी सक्षम नहीं है, बिकॉज दे आर बीइंग ब्रॉट अप लाइक दैट कि तुम सबसे यू नो यू आर द वीकेस्ट जेंडर, यू आर द वीकेस्ट सेक्स। सो एक छोटा बच्चा आपके साथ जाएगा तो लड़का होगा तो वो आपको सेव कर लेगा। तो ये मतलब ये तो हमने अपने शहर इलाहाबाद में खुद देखा है कि बड़ी बहन जो है वो एक छोटे भाई के साथ जा रही है एक इवेंट को अटेंड करने, क्योंकि इट्स नॉट सेफ।
एग्जैक्टली।
तो ये भी एक है कि लज्जो एक मतलब मे बी लज्जो डेयर करके गई थी पानी लेने, बिकॉज यू नो पानी लेने जाना ही है 40 किलोमीटर चल के, लेकिन फिर मर्द क्या कर रहे हैं, वाई आर दे डूइंग दिस, नोबडी नोज। तो जो एक मॉन्स्टर है वो तो जल दानव तो आदमी है,
आदमी ही है, एग्जैक्टली।
ये जल दानव आदमी है।
बिल्कुल।
तो वो एक सफरिंग फॉर्चुनेटली मैंने कभी फील नहीं की है, कमिंग फ्रॉम इलाहाबाद, staying in a very small society. Thankfully I come from a very strong background where women are taught how to take care of ourselves, but not others. There are few neighbors who still are dependent on family का लड़का या आदमी। तो वो एक कि लज्जो के पास वो था नहीं कि कोई आदमी उसकी मदद करे, बल्कि एक आदमी ने ही उसके साथ ऐसा किया।
मुझे एक डायलॉग याद है इस फिल्म से, जब ये हमारी शीन पूछती है कि सिर्फ लड़कियों को क्यों पानी भरने जाना है, और वो उसके पापा कहते हैं क्योंकि ये उन्हीं का काम है, आदमी थोड़ी ना करेंगे। सो दैट जस्ट शोज कि इट्स डीप रूटेड इन द मेंटालिटी कि ये औरतों का ही काम है और वो आदमी ही है जो उनके साथ गलत करेंगे।
It's more or less like कि मर्द बाहर जाके पैसा कमाएंगे और औरतें घर का काम करेंगी, पानी लाएंगी। It's that. तो so much deep rooted कि औरत है तो घर का काम करे या पानी लाए या बेसिकली जो भी मीनियल जॉब्स हैं वो करे।
एक्चुअली पानी लाना इज द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट जॉब, you know, उसके बिना कोई survive नहीं कर सकता। So unknowingly they are giving that most important job to a woman, but not providing any proper means, protection or anything else. So
and the song is that कि मेरे जो मर्द है he is not concerned कि मैं पानी कैसे लाऊं, पानी देवता भी पानी नहीं दे रहे हैं और हमारे मर्द भी नल नहीं लगा रहे हैं, कुआं नहीं बना रहे हैं। The song says that. So that like
it is a real life problem जो कि वो लोग सह रहे हैं कि अभी पानी भी नहीं, नल भी नहीं जा रहा है। तो वो एक सोचो कितनी बड़ी बात है, और हम लोगों के हर बाथरूम में नल रहते हैं, 2-2 3-3 नल, और कितना ज्यादा पानी वेस्ट होता है। सो थैंक यू फॉर शेयरिंग दैट। I think I would like to show a little part of the film Sunita, would you like to ask any question?
I mean, keeping with time, should we give Amarin?
Yeah, or we have mom. Mom, where is mom?
Hi.
Hi.
Like Anushri, like your character life and your character in the film is such a contradiction. Like such a strong person in life about Anushri and even for Amrin also, such a strong contradiction. Like seeing you live and seeing you on the movie. What a great actor you guys were. Yeah. So please, Amrit, share your
actors.
Yeah,
you
it's
did
really,
a beautiful.
really,
Very well done.
So Amrit, can you share what about the film and about the issue of water as such also?
Yeah, I think everybody has summed it quite well. What I would like to add is that this was one of my toughest shooting experiences because I have done other roles also jisme challenges the. But this was a combination of it was scorching. Pani ki kami bhi ho rahi thi because hum itna pani pee rahe the, we wanted water, so we were actually feeling that. Also, electricity ka bhi problem tha. So, we were feeling so hot all the time. Pankhe, light, basic cheezein bhi nahi thi hamare paas. So it was very challenging for the entire team to, shoot in such a situation. But it was good also in a way. And I'm thankful to Bikramda and Rajat for actually going to a real location and shooting this. Because jo hamara ghar bhi tha, wo real tha. Pura jo location tha, real tha. When I was walking also, all real location. Set pe bhi kiya ja sakta tha. But because we shot it over there in a real location, we could actually feel the pain and the agony of these women who do it on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And if you see their faces and their body, aap dekhoge itne wrinkles, itna burns, feet pe burns, haath pe burns, it's all there. Physically wo dikhne lagta hai because they're doing this daily for the last 20, 25, 30 years. We had to just do it for 1 week. And we were like feeling so tortured because हाथ जल रहे थे, पैर जल रहे थे, मटके पकड़ने थे इतने भारी भारी, उनको पकड़ के चलना था. So it was completely like very, very, very difficult. But at the same time, the pain that my character Rukmini was feeling, that came very organically because we were in such a situation. And I had read about it, obviously, the moment Bikramda had told me the story. मैंने पढ़ा कि 10 किलोमीटर, 15 किलोमीटर, 20 किलोमीटर तक औरतें जाती हैं पानी भरने के लिए. और कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि एक गांव का पानी अगर खत्म हो गया तो they even travel to a different village, and it's not safe at all. This is the situation because they're very vulnerable in this moment. पानी भरना हो या like Bikramda said for nature's call, we're very vulnerable because of open में हो. So this is the time people take advantage. And nobody is there to protect. Village mein koi nahi hai, mukhiya, government, nobody is there to take care of these things.
Even they actually find some kind of a woman, their destiny ended with a shackle like Lajo's fate.
Yeah, absolutely. And what happens, the sadder part is ki if somebody goes through this, for example, Lajo's character, so she's considered a mad woman. It's not her fault.
Yeah.
But she's the one who's suffering. Even after something really bad that has happened with her, she's been molested and she's suffering even after that. So her whole life is ruined. And that is what my character is also worried about, myself and my daughter. She's so young, but even like a 9-year-old child is not safe.
Yeah.
So that is the reality of the situation. We didn't want to give a solution. I think Bikramda also didn't want to give a solution because solution hai nahi hamare paas abhi.
Questions बहुत हैं, solutions नहीं हैं. बिल्कुल सही बोला आपने. And I really, that haunting look on your face जब last का गाना चालू हो रहा है and you know that she's gone and you're just waiting for her.
Yeah.
Being a mother, मतलब मुझे तो वो मेरे आंखों के सामने से वो जा ही नहीं रहा, कभी जा ही नहीं सकता कि it is so scary.
Yeah.
And वो लोग हर दिन उसे जीते हैं. हम सिर्फ यही चाहते हैं कि एक बेसिक चीज उन्हें पानी दे दे.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Matlab,
So it's actually a metaphor. It's actually a metaphor of whole thing. Let's say, as Lajjo's character, who is a mute girl, is actually representing the nature, and the shackle representing the whole system that actually trying to tame the nature according to their own wish.
Yeah.
So it's a popular stream of uh, knowledge is going on, which is actually combining the female with the nature, and becomes a ecofeminism, where it is said that whenever there is a kind of hazard, there is a kind of man-made hazard on nature, the woman is the only one who affects in the first row.
Yeah.
They actually the first victim of any kind of natural calamities, whether it's a man-made or it's absolutely uh, not man-made. So
That's right.
there are lots of other layers in this film. The whole story is told in a polyphonic level. So definitely, I'm happy after making this film, but at the same time, I'm very much scared about why we will be able to make this kind of film again. Because, as you know, Pooja and Atanu both are awarded filmmakers and cinematographers. They have made lots of short films on social issues and everything. If they are still now, they can also add with me that making a socially relevant film is very tough nowadays. Very tough nowadays, and now it's time that Rajatda can say something about it, because we are trying to release this film in any kind of platform where a little bit of return is possible, because it's also uh, we actually spent a lot of money for this film. It's a good budget short film, but there is no takers, because content and subject doesn't matter anymore, and that is very scary. That is very scary. I hope Atanu is there, right? Or Atanu is not there? Atanu?
He's there. He's there.
Yeah.
Atanu, can you hear me? No.
Yeah. Can you
Yeah.
hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Atanu, can you say, because you have made lots of films, and Pooja is also there. Pooja is also associated with lots of socially relevant films. What do you think about the whole atmosphere right
yeah. I mean, this is as storytellers, definitely this is something very. We are at a very crucial stage where we all feel responsible to tell stories which sort of affect us, with which we are personally connect, or which resonate within us, and sort of guide us to tell a story about. But yeah, in today's time, wherever you go, I mean, like, we are going through a lot of transitional period, jahan pe we are all struggling either to tell a story, whether it will be we'll be getting some sort of support to tell the story, and even if we somehow manage to tell the story, to find a proper platform, or somewhere we can show the film. These are definitely some valid concerns that we all are having in terms of telling stories and making a film. So yeah, that is something when we, as viewers, and also, like, it's also if a story can reach to a wider audience, it also sort of makes us aware of what time and what space we are living in. And as filmmakers, as storytellers, this is what we want to make, you know to tell stories which will be connected with, which will be seen by a lot of people will react, and then it will start a conversation among us, and will just to make a better society. Sometimes it's only just a matter of entertainment, and that is also is very important. But at the same time, some uh, socially relevant issues which are also very important to talk about. So I think these are all as filmmakers, we are very much aware of it, and definitely we need producers, like Rajatda, came forward to support the film, and even after making the film, we need a platform to showcase this, so that just more than us, a lot of wider audience and a lot of people can sort of watch and understand this kind of a situation still prevails. Like it just I think Sunita also mentioned she's from Manipur, and like this sort of a situation is very unheard of from where she is. So I think we need to raise this stories and concerns and points and whatever, which will make us more conscious about what time we are living in and what is going on around us.
Yeah, exactly.
I will
As
just
filmmakers, we need that platform and support.
I will just like to add a bit here that any persistence probably pays. It might be painful now, might not be later, but persistence, like you guys are also into this genre of trying to bring about this around water and all. It's not easy. Nothing of this genre, whether it's storytelling or doing social work or anything, is easy. And I believe things will change. With every generation, the awareness changes, the awareness level changes, and things will change. I'll give you a small background here also, that there was this fort you saw in this movie.
Yeah.
So there was this fort. This fort is called the Talbehet Fort, and this fort is under the Archaeological Society of India.
Mm-hmm.
So when we approached, and they said for shooting you have to take permission from the ASI. We approached Lucknow, headquarters of ASI, the state headquarters. They said for film shooting you have to go to Delhi. We went to Delhi, and they gave us a rate card that 2 days shooting, this will be the charges. We told them that this is not a commercial project. We are not here to make money out of it. This is something to bring about. Like Atanu mentioned, it is a story that we need to tell out of the medium, which is cinema. You won't believe, they asked us to write a letter to this respect. We wrote a letter to them, and they gave us the sanction for 2 days shoot free of cost. So, I mean, thanks to ASI that they gave that, they did that. And today, like Bikram mentioned, that there are no takers. I mean, there are no platforms. Though we are, trying hard. The idea is not to make money. The idea is that we get paid to, showcase this film, and we reinvest that into some other socially important, subject, and we can get about. I was happy that, two of my friends, Vipul Mehta and Hardeep Singh, they also joined hands and they pooled in a bit of money, and we formed a small production entity, and we could fund this film. And I'm happy for that we could do that. And whosoever has seen this film, I mean, the thought has been right, and Bikram has made a awesome storytelling out of it. And as a producer, as an entity, I would like to bring back cinema as a platform for storytelling. That's about it.
Thank you, Rajat. Because a director is the kind of creative person, but the producer is the practical person. And when you need to feed everybody, you need to pay everybody, you need to hire the equipment, you need to do all that work so that everybody can
and also fall back upon some calculation you made wrong while budgeting. I remember I was with Bikram, and we were budgeting on the cost, and we put some amount in miscellaneous, इसमें पानी वानी सब आ जाएगा, और उसमें पता चला कि पानी का खर्चा सबसे ज्यादा हो गया. So sometimes things go wrong, but that's how it is, that's how life is, that's how every project is.
But bravo and kudos to you all that you all made this film, and it's an eye-opener for us. And thank you so much for putting this, making it happen. This is really great. And I guess we had the most wonderful session, heartwarming session, and learning session today. Thank you all.
Anuja, shall we give one round to Mansi?
Yeah,
Mansi?
sure. Yeah, that's what I was coming to. Mansi, you here?
Oh, I didn't expect it, but thank you so much, Sunita and Anuja. And thanks Bikramjit et al. And the entire team, especially the little baby Sheen and Rajat, Atanu, and I can really go on naming them, Ahmareed and Rajjo.
Pooja.
actually.
Pooja.
But all of you, Pooja, yes. So it's really great to have all of you, and also it's very courageous to make these kind of films these days, you know. But I can at least do one thing, and Fauzia is also here. Wherever we are teaching water and women, we will at least show this film with your due permission every time and make it at least a classroom exercise for people. We cannot promise any revenue generation from it, but we can definitely popularize the film to as many people as we can, being teachers of the subject, because both Fauzia and me are teaching women and water at many platforms. So we definitely will do that, and every time we do that, we will take your permission from you guys, at least one of you, to show it to people. And of course, by doing that, we hope that more and more people come to know about it, and it gets more coverage, and people get reach out to you, even for its economic feasibility. We hope that you make all these kind of films even in the future, despite all the financial constraints you are facing in making these kind of films. And the best part for me to learn from this session was that you spent a lot of money on drinking water.
Water.
You were actually shooting the film about the water crisis, and it's a big learning for all of us who live in such water sufficient situations in urban areas. So let me take this opportunity on behalf of W4W Foundation. It's a very wonderful team. We are all working voluntary and really trying to bring water education to as many people as possible through our Wednesdays for water, through our Monday sessions, through our Friday sessions like this, which are fun-filled. And we thank all of you on behalf of the team. And I bring it back to Sunita. I will not ask questions. It's overwhelming to do the formal closure for the session. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And another a suggestion, or we can just try it, like for the watershed management, we have new projects coming. It's for all over India. So if you can see like which state that falls. So we are also given funding for making films, for jingles and such. I think if we can try the Rajasthan government or any other government where the film is, so each government has some money solely for making films, something like that. So that's an avenue I can just share because it's all the time. It's a short film, and I think if we can get some funding from them, because it's a good film. I'll also try talking to some people. So thank you so much, Mansi, and thank you, the wonderful team of Water Demon, the Jal Daanav, and it's really a pleasure, amazing session today, and hearty thanks. Please, and I would like to request all the participants here today to again join us for next Friday water session on September 9th. We also have a book water session on marine pollution, what everybody needs to know, by Judith Weiss. So we request you to join in for the next water talkies session on first Friday of October, 7th October. So, and follow us on our social media handles for updates of the session. And thank you so much. Thank you, Vikram. Thank you, Rajat.
Thank you for inviting us.